And hello, everybody. Welcome. And thank you for joining us on the Region Sports Network. This is Game Day on the Region Sports Network as we present coverage of the 2025 12U Ohio Valley Regional Baseball Championship, streaming live on Facebook/Region Sports Nation, regionsports.com, and the RSN YouTube channel. We come to you today from gorgeous Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point, the hub city, as Roochville from Roochville, Indiana, takes on South Lexington from Kentucky. Michael Brenner here on hand at the doghouse here at Jerry Ross Park, along with the sports director, always keeping it crispy, Mr. Mike Dewan. Mike, it is good to be with you.
Michael Bradner, always a pleasure to be in the doghouse, a pleasure to be here at Jerry Ross Park, and a pleasure to call a game between two teams that with a lot of high stakes on the line, trying to punch their tickets to the World Series, to Missouri, and we'll talk about that in the broadcast. But, Michael, good to be back here. We spent plenty of summers here, plenty of games here, but, always keeping it crispy, like you said, and ready for a good ball game.
Also with us is Zach Miller on hand working the production. So he's going to make sure that we sound good. I know it's going to be very hard to do, but he's going to do his best at that. But we got the OVR here today, 2025, as you said, Mike, the winner here today. And these two teams have already played a game here. It's been a whole weekend-long tournament here at Jerry Ross Park. But again, this winner will head off to Branson, Missouri for the Cal Ripken 12U World Series. We have had the great honor of having the 10U World Series the last couple of years here at Jerry Ross Park on our air. For those of you that may be tuned in from Kentucky, yes, it is the same broadcast crew that was here a couple of years ago when South Lexington, and this is 12U now, trying to get to the World Series. Well, this is the same team that was here a couple of years ago in our first run at the 10U World Series here for Cal Ripken just a couple of years ago. So they are back, and felt a little familiar writing in those lineups from a couple of years ago here today.
Yeah, a couple of names I bet you've seen a few times, but it's a magical moment, not only for us. Again, we're fortunate enough to experience a few of these so far, but I mean for the players, for the families, this is a good problem to have, to play in these high-stakes games, and whether these games, for the World Series are at Crown Point or in Missouri or who knows what. Again, it's memories that get to form. We know the magnitude of those tournaments, week-long tournaments where you're playing good baseball, but also formulating plenty of memories, as a family, as a player personally, and as an athlete, and it's the beauty of it all. And again, sports are always year-round, kind of, especially with us here at Region Sports Network, always some stuff to cover. And again, we're just excited to be here as always. And for those tuning in from Kentucky or in Indiana as well, we thank you for joining us, and we'll have a good show for you.
Yeah, looking forward to a fun championship game here today for those folks from Roochville. Yep, the Region Sports Network up here in Northwest Indiana. We have covered plenty of these travel season championship games and these tournaments and trying to get to the World Series and all that fun stuff. So happy to bring this to you. I would imagine that since South Lexington has been here, I don't know if this is too much of an advantage, but they probably kind of already knew the layout of the area, where to book the hotels and all that kind of fun stuff, where the good places are to go hang out, go grab dinners, stuff like that, or lunches over the course of the weekend, whereas a team who's maybe here for the first time trying to figure things out and kind of learning on the fly.
No, sure thing. I mean, these teams are pro now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They know all the hot spots, like you said, and they've probably been to all of the things to do here in Northwest Indiana, kind of cross those things off the list. So for the full week, you're kind of focusing on baseball, and now, obviously, we'll talk about what they've done so far in this tournament and today. But, hey, they're here now. They punched their ticket and hoping to get to another World Series.
Well, I tell you what, hopefully these two teams took in, there was the taste of Crown Point over here this weekend as well, right across the street. So hopefully these two teams got to enjoy that over there. And one of my favorite things and we saw this so many times during those World Series games, we're getting ready, the lineups have been introduced here, and we'll give those to you in just a moment. But everybody's warming up, getting ready to go. Starting pitcher wants to start throwing his warm-up pitches. And, well, who's at home plate? Well, the umpires and the coaches. They're blocking the way from warming up. So getting a little warm-up tosses off to the side. Nothing too bad about that. All right, let's take a look at our first pitch forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. Today's forecast is a very comfortable 76 degrees, cloudy, overcast. The rains have gone away here in Northwest Indiana. We've been dealing with that for the past about 24 hours, it feels like, maybe a little bit more. A lot of rain has fallen in the area, but we're clear and ready to go. We've had a couple semifinal games, and this is where we're at here with this championship. So that is your game night forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Let's take a look at the Roochville starting lineup, as it will be Max Sullivan to lead things off. He's also on the bump today for Roochville, followed by Kane Flickinger, the catcher, and then Jack Hyman, the shortstop, followed by Lucian Dickinson, the first baseman, and then Xander Eads over at third base, followed by Crew Klein playing second base, Adler Stout over in center field, and then Lincoln Amos in right, and then number 10, Carter Sefton out in left. So that's your Roochville starting lineup. Maddox Evans out in left for South Lexington, Case Rogers in center, and Miles Tunstill in right. Briggs Lubick over at third, Clayton Johnson at short, Chase Jennings at second, and Malachi McKinney at first base, with Dalton Gillespie behind the dish today for their starting pitcher, Easton McGuire. Now, South Lexington just finished. I mean, we're talking like 40 minutes ago. Just finished up a really tight ball game against Crown Point Red to advance here today. Roochville had to beat Vincennes to get here to this championship games.
Max Sullivan.
Bring you those hurlers here in just a moment. We mentioned who they are, but we'll give you a little bit more info on them in just a second as the first pitch is underway in this Ohio Valley Regional Championship game. First pitch in there for a strike on Max Sullivan, the leadoff hitter for Roochville. In the white jerseys today with the pinstripes. Cut and miss, 0-2.
First pitch scheduled, sorry, Michael. First pitch scheduled 6:38. This game was supposed to start at 1:15 today. A little bit of weather, like you said, but we're here now, Michael.
Hey, anytime's better than none, right, to get the game in. 2:15 to straightaway at center field, 200 down the lines. Here at Jerry Ross Park. The thing I love about coming to Jerry Ross Park, and it's either at this field or the major field, whichever field you're on, you got, to me, these feel like old school, like 19, 20, 30 style ballpark settings, just for the sole fact, as we have a 2-2. This one popped in the air to center. Going back now, coming in and making the catch for South Lexington, Case Rogers. He went back on that one originally, but came back and made a nice play running in to make that one.
Number 17, Kane Flickinger.
As Flickinger comes up here, Kane Flickinger, the catcher today for Roochville, but all the signage that's here for all the various places here that are sponsoring, and it just has that, and then you have like a big, almost feels like green monster out in the left. Just feels as a breaking ball comes in there for a strike on the inside part of the plate to Flickinger.
Yeah, mini green monster in left, sporting the 2013 12U World Series Championship banner for Crown Point.
The 1 misses upstairs, so 1 ball, 1 strike. But yeah, it just has that, because I feel like ballparks back in the 20s, 30s,
sure,
whatever, they didn't have the big grandstands with all the fans up on top and all the decks and everything. It was just a lot of signage and places to hit the ball to stop it from going too far. 1-1. Fouled right back to the screen, so 1-2.
You talked about South Lexington. They just kind of got off the field for Roochville earlier today. They had a 9-inning thriller against Vincennes, 7-4. Nice to play that game first, get a little rested. Obviously, going 9 innings, that's not easy for any team.
And that comes in and hits Flickinger in the back. So he'll take his base, and this will bring up Jack Hyman.
Glad to see Flickinger's okay. Wore that one, I think, right on the shoulder.
Tough one for McGuire, though. He had the 2 strikes. So it's really looking to try to break that one in there to get the strike 3 call, but unfortunately didn't break enough. So here comes Jack Hyman, wears number 9 as they check on the runner at first. And we got our Henniganberg Exteriors Home Improvement hurlers for today. And as we mentioned on the mound, Easton McGuire, the right-hander for South Lexington. That pitch misses upstairs. So ball 1. And then for Roochville a little bit later on, Max Sullivan will take the bump Check on that runner. Yet again, those are your Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today. Experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. There's the 1-0. Missing just downstairs, and they are South Lexington definitely keeping an eye on flicking her over at first base. Giving him a lot of attention. As he goes there, ball low. The throw is going to be offline towards the shortstop side of the bag, and it's a stolen base for Flickinger.
Already a runner in scoring position now. It's, in this case, if you're Roochville, you want to try and get to South Lexington early. We talked about, they played in the earlier game, and if you can get out on the scoreboard early, you could hit this team. And, they might be, you don't want to say that they're dragging, but, again, they just got off the field not too long ago, Mike.
The 3-0 pitch is just on the outside edge for a strike, 3-1.
Looking at South Lexington's path here, they beat St. Matthews in their first game 11-1, beat Beloit 4-0 in the second game of pool play. These two teams played, Michael.
You and I are on the same page. I was just looking at Game Changer. You're looking at Turning Machine. I'm looking at Game Changer to see.
How about that, huh?
How about that? And yes, it was South Lexington that got the win earlier in pool play. That was on Saturday, 11-4. As McGuire steps off.
Then obviously South Lexington just before this, 3-0 victory over the host, the Crown Point Red Bulldogs.
Pitch misses just outside, so that'll be ball 4. And now you got 2 on.
Next up for Roochville, number 1, Lucian
with
Dickinson.
1 out. As Lucian Dickinson comes up here now. First baseman today, where's number 1? Runners go. We're all right back to the pitcher, McGuire, who throws over to first. Runners were on the move, though, so really good move there by the coach to get the runners in motion. Dickinson does his job and puts the ball in play. The only play was to first, and now you got runners at second and third, 2 outs here, and here comes Xander Eads.
And again, the fun thing about watching these games, Michael, is how well coached these teams are. Yes, coaching can only get you so far, but the players as well, they got to implement that coaching style. They got to show discipline. They got to show all of those things in sports. And again, you got to do it at a very young age, and that's one thing that impressed us through all the tournaments and all these games that we've been a part of. These kids are well beyond their years, not only athletically, but just understanding the game and why they do what they do in some cases of the game.
Oh, 1 pitch. Missing upstairs, 1-1. Yeah, you are so right. It's easy to watch a major league game and try to figure out why players or expect players to do the right thing all the time at the professional level, but these kids are expected to do that at these levels in these types of games and do so with ease. Here comes a 1-1 as that one is in there for a strike, 1-2. Yeah, I think we have walked away the last 2 years from that 10U World Series and just been marveled at how well all those teams played, and obviously those are some of the best in the country playing, or actually around the world in the World Series, as McGuire's pitch just over the head of Eads.
Yeah, it's impressive. It truly is. It's from the top all the way trickling down to the bottom. It's a full team effort, and we've seen it these past 2 summers, and we're going to see it here tonight.
2-2 on the ground, first base side, and it is a fair ball. The race to first is on, and stepping on the cushion for the out is McKinney, who gets the final out. So Roochville gets a couple of runners on, and they strand him in the first inning. We go to the bottom of the first. South Lexington coming up. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep, skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit Enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, back here at Jerry Ross Park. It'll be South Lexington to make their way to the dish as we trade places here at the top and now to the bottom of the first inning here in the Ohio Valley Regional Championship game for 12U. For South Lexington, they will send this lineup to the dish. It'll be Clayton Johnson leading things off. He wears number 33, the shortstop, followed by Miles Turnstill, the right fielder. Malachi McKinney wears number 0, plays first base in the 3 spot. Easton McGuire, the pitcher, in the cleanup spot, followed by Briggs Lubick, the third baseman, and then Ethan Schmidt, the extra hitter. Maddox Evans, left field. Dalton Gillespie, followed by Case Rogers, the center fielder, and then Jace Jennings. First pitch into Johnson is inside for a ball. Again, the starting pitcher today for Roochville is Max Sullivan. 1-0, missing outside. 2 balls, no strikes to get things started here for South Lexington.
And I think we just had a game go final. We'll talk about that here shortly, Michael, but this isn't the only action going on here at Jerry Ross.
No,
Park
there's
tonight.
Other championships going on as well. We're just one part here. Here comes a 3-0. And that's low for ball 4, a leadoff walk.
So from what I gathered, we got a Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard update. But yeah, the other game that was playing was the 9U Ohio Valley Regional Championship on Field B over here. And the host, Crown Point Bulldogs, the red 9U team, got the win 11-1 over the Southeastern Crush.
Congratulations. That pitch is in there for a strike to Tunstill.
So I believe we got word that they will be playing in Florida, as where the 9U World Series is. Doesn't sound too bad.
We've had some Florida teams up here in the region the last couple of years.
True.
We had West Boca, Altamont. This one, a chopper right back to the pitcher. Throws to second for 1. They try to throw to first for the double play, but they get the 1. Really heads-up play by Sullivan. Kind of was trying to be decisive as to where to make that play. Got it over to second base just in time.
Next up for South Lex, number 00, Malachi McKinney.
So McKinney, as they check on the runner over at first. This one through on the left side for a hit. Right in between the third baseman and the shortstop, McKinney.
Good cut there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he had the long ball in the last game. Had a shot over the center field fence against the host Bulldogs, and keeping it up here with a good cut there and quickly threatening here in the bottom first.
Believe you are correct.
It was a tank, too.
This one gets away. One runner is going to move. The throw to third is not going to be in time. The trail runner up to second on the wild pitch. So you got runners on second and third with 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Thanks for volunteering.
Easton McGuire here at the dish, 2-0 on him. So runners at second and third, 1 away.
Roochville started the tournament against Beloit with an 8-1 win, followed that up with a 9-2 victory over St. Matthews. Then these two teams faced off against each other. Again, the 11-4 victory for South Lexington. Roochville had a 2-1 victory over Elmhurst, and then had that 9-inning thriller earlier today against Vincennes, 7-4. Now we're here.
McGuire waits for a 3-0, the fake throw or the fake to second. As McKinney dives back in, he's like, wait, where was the throw? That 3-0 is in there for a strike. Nice pitch from Sullivan. So 3-1 the count here now.
4-1 for me. I'll do one with you.
3-1. This one laced down the right field line, and this will land foul right into that, just past that bullpen area. And Michael Brenner here along with Mike Dewan. Mike Dewan doing double duty today. He is working the camera for you, so all the shots you're seeing done by the great analyst and sports director. He's really doing 3 jobs today.
Okay.
He's a jack of many trades.
Okay. Master of none.
Payoff pitch. This one right back up the middle. They will throw to first. Really nice play by Sullivan.
Just impressive.
Look that runner back. That is what you do.
All right, look back the runner. I mean, you got to make the play first, and
Now batting.
it's impressive. Seriously, I mean, it's you don't see this. Sometimes you don't see this at the high school levels. These kids are gifted, and it's just so fun to watch. Such a gift.
And that's some of the best hands in the business, just like Bricklayers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. As the first pitch into Briggs Lubick. Misses for ball 1. So join Bricklayers Local 4 and start building your career today. Visit baclocal4.org to find out more. 1-0. Throw down to third, trying to get that runner leaning off of third. To no avail, though, but it's a nice weapon to have behind the dish if Flickinger feels confident throwing down to third base like that. Sullivan comes set. Here's the 1-1. Foul tip out of the mid of Flickinger. Now, I will say one thing I'm also going to point out here is the poise of Sullivan on the mound here in this first inning. You know, obviously the runner's on, and second and third, a couple outs. He is showing no signs of panic. It's just pure, I'm going to take this pitch, and I'm going to throw it right to my catcher, and whatever happens is going to happen. So there's some confidence there, it feels like.
Plenty of moxie around here, Michael.
What do the kids say? Some aura, right?
Oh, there you go. Look at you getting with the times.
2-2, fouled away.
I guess it pays being a middle school teacher, right? So you run.
I do hear some things from once in a while.
You're hip, Mr. Bradner. It's good.
That I am not. Those words would not be described.
You're getting there. You got aura.
2-2 comes inside. I believe. Are you glazing right now? Is that what that would be? Is that what that would be?
You got me there. Got Zach Miller laughing, too. That's good stuff.
If you can get Zach Miller to laugh on a broadcast, that's going to be ball 4. And still, I'm going to say it, right? Sullivan showing, I mean, easily could be a little bit frustrated, like, dang, I didn't make my pitch. Just says, all right, he's down at first. All right, I got one more batter here. Let's go.
Sure. Keep it moving. Obviously, you got to look at that pitch count, of course, up to 20 here now, just in the bottom frame of the first. But, again, you got to keep that same composure. And, again, nowhere to put this runner here, so time to make a few good pitches.
This one lined, and it's going to be caught at short. Really nice play out at short by Hyman there, lined right to him, right on the screws to get to him. So we'll keep that in mind for a potential play of the game at some point to get out of this inning, the bases loaded jam. We go to the second, no score. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town.
A little bit about our team from the Hoosier State, Roochville, Indiana. Population of about 1,300 down there near Kokomo area, but anybody tuning in from Roochville, 765 area code, stand up. Thank you all, our fellow Hoosiers, and we'll be sure to shout out the kids from Kentucky as well. Lexington, of course, college town, right?
Mm-hmm.
University, Kentucky.
First pitch into Crew Klein. Misses for ball one.
Fun city down there. I think I've passed through Lexington once.
I've passed through the area.
Stayed there, yeah.
Fouled right back to the screen. I've done
Big Blue Nation down there, I think they say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. As a Hoosier fan, I'm not riding the Big Blue Nation down there. Sorry, guys.
That was Michael Bradner that said that. So
1-1. Klein pops this one up, and this will get out of play. So 1-2.
This game was supposed to be played on Major Field, the stadium-like setting, but talked about a little bit of rain here today. And sorry, when you got a complex like this, it's all right. A-Field will do.
Breaking ball in there for called strike 3. Klein got buckled on that one. Really nice pitch from McGuire.
Impressive work. When you get somebody with the backwards K there and a pitch like that, that's fun as a pitcher out there on the bump.
First strikeout of the entire evening so far. This one chopped down the ground out to third. Gets the out there. Lubeck making the play at third. I will say, speaking of Kentucky, this area, northwest Indiana, there's a school called Lake Central that one of their starting pitchers had committed to Kentucky. However, he doesn't appear to be attending, as this one will be right back to McGuire. Going to take his time and throw over to first. Josh Flores was supposed to go to Kentucky and pitch for them, but he is going to be going to the Arizona Complex League as he was drafted by the Milwaukee Brewers in this past draft. So congratulations to him. All right, we're going to send it to the bottom of the second inning. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and that means temperatures will soon begin to drop. And a region winter is not the time to be left out in the cold. The professionals at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling can tune up that old furnace or install a new unit that can last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable this winter, and with 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, 219-923-4441. Or for more info, the website is forajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. We got some awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We'll have the Crow Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the Game, brought to you by the Crow Companies. They are the insurance professionals. And then we've got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, earned while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. As Maddox Evans digs in. First pitch from Sullivan misses for ball one. We've also got one more award. It'll be the Ironworkers 395 play of the game. To find out how you can become a union iron worker, visit ironworkers395.com. 1-1, the count now to Evans.
City of Lexington, about a 5-hour drive south of here. A little bit more of a trek. Roochville is.
This one on the ground to the left side. And just getting it over to first in time for Roochville. Jack Hyman over there having an impressive game. Caught that liner, now making that play there.
Roochville just south of 2 hours. A little bit lesser travel for the team in the Hoosier State, but
Yeah, but we mentioned the thing for South Lexington. They were here just a couple of years ago for that Cal Ripken World Series. So, one, they've already played in games like this. This one going to be popped up foul and out of play.
Right, they're pros. This is a team that a lot of these kids, obviously, in all travel sports, of course, they're playing with the bulk of this team is playing with each other. But especially if you have that kind of big game mentality, you've seen some of these before. Those jitters that you might have had a few years ago, they kind of start to become. It's a culture.
This one also going to get out of play here. But then you also, as I mentioned, I don't know if this is really that much of a benefit, but in terms of travel, you picked the places to stay. You knew where you were going already. Doesn't give you any extra stress. Mom and Dad know where they're going, or whoever's driving you knows where they're going. Cut and a miss. Gillespie down on strikes. And the first strikeout for Sullivan of the game.
So far we've seen a little bit of the same traits between these two pitchers. These home improvement hurlers, just, again, confidence, next batter mentality. And they, again, so far so good.
Case Rogers up here now takes that first pitch on the outside part of the plate for a called strike. And we appreciate you tuning in from wherever you may be tuned in from, whether it's Kentucky or here in Indiana. I don't know, maybe some of our friends that we made from Honolulu or Australia or anywhere, We got the West Side Bombers out in Hawaii. Yeah, the Aussie Drop Bears that have been here the last couple of years. This one popped in the air, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop Hyman. He's having a good game defensively out there, making a case for one of those awards. We go to the third, still no score. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Hey, welcome back. We go to the third inning here at Jerry Ross Park. Obviously, if you are a fan from either Lexington or Roochville, this is Crown Point, Indiana, the hub city. Unfortunately, the trees kind of block one of the coolest views that you can get here at Jerry Ross Park. If we were on the other field, we can get that to you. But can't get it from this angle here, but we have a little historical district down here in Crown Point with a former courthouse and prison that used to be the home of Dillinger.
Right, made a movie off him, right?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. And he escaped from the famous courthouse here in downtown Crown Point.
I still got to cross that off the list, watching that movie, especially, being right here at home.
Carter Sefton leading things off, and the count quickly 1-2 on him, the left fielder today for Roochville. And we're back to the top of the lineup. And cut on and missed for the strikeout. Second strikeout of the day for McGuire.
Got him there on the horizontal breaking stuff. Got the batter out there in front. Quick strikeout there. Get things going. Again, great pitching so far here, Mike. Through 2 innings, and now obviously starting this third frame. McGuire getting things going early.
Well, that's one of the things, too. When you get through these tournaments, you kind of get a game plan based on, when games are scheduled, and you try to, maybe line up your pitching, and obviously not everyone can pitch. At this level, a lot of kids can pitch, but not to the same effectiveness that others. Some start to specialize at this age group, and you try to line it up where maybe your best pitcher might be able to get into that championship game, and then pitch counts happen and all that kind of stuff. So when you can throw your bests out there, it makes it so much easier. This one fouled back to the screen.
Well, again, yeah, it's a chess match.
It
a
really
little bit.
is.
And you look at Major League Baseball playoffs and how many pitching changes and how everything is just so coordinated to where, hey, if we get through this and this guy's arm is good, hey, he's going here, and it's the beauty of baseball, and softball too as well. Again, everything is very tactical and coordinated, especially in a championship game like this, where everything's so important here, Mike.
3-1 to Sullivan, in there for a called strike.
Lexington, a population of 330,000, of course, obviously the second biggest city in the state of Kentucky.
This one on the ground, left side, picked up at short, and the throw across the diamond with some speed and authority coming there from Johnson. Holy moly, to get the out at first.
Don't blink there, you'll miss it. You see plenty of great shortstop play as well, of course, a highly touted defensive position, and we've already seen some flashy plays so far from both sides at the shortstop position. And that's 6-hole.
First pitch into Flickinger is in there for a called strike.
Found out as well, Lexington, the horse capital of the world. Now, you and I were talking, obviously horses and Kentucky are synonymous.
This one lined back up the middle and through for a base hit. First hit of the ball game for Roochville. They threatened in that first inning with a hit by pitch and a walk, but now they get through with a knock.
Number 9, Jack Hyman.
Better late than never there. Now let's see a 2-out rally.
Yeah, I know.
All you need is one to kind of get things going, and let's see what Roochville can do here.
2-out single, and now Jack Hyman comes up here, and he gets knocked in the helmet. And he says, I'm good. I head on down to first base. That's a way to use your head, kid.
Yeah.
Next up, number 1, Lucian Dickinson.
Man, he's all good there. I guess that's what the helmets are for.
Exactly.
Good pitch ran inside, but now quickly, 2-out rally.
There's
Two guys on here.
Lucian Dickinson comes up here. Again, 2 on, 2 out. Pitch is missing upstairs. 4-1.
Yes, the horse capital of the world, Lexington. Learn something new every day, I guess.
Yeah, why not?
Area code of 859. Thank you all once again for tuning in.
This one lined down the right field line, but will get out of play. And if you haven't been to this complex, which I'm guessing a lot of you probably have not if you're tuned in from one of the other cities that we're talking about, really cool complex, just all in general, all the fields that are here and everything around. Do a really good job. That's why they get to host all these different big events. Throw down to third is not going to be in time. It's going to skip into left field, and Sullivan going to come in, and he is going to score. Ball barely gets away, but it's enough for Sullivan. I'm sorry, Flickinger, excuse me. Flickinger comes around, and he comes in to score.
There it is, all with 2 outs there, Michael. Little rally, you get a hit by pitch, you get a single, and just like that, cause some havoc. Roochville strikes first.
Yeah, there was a double steal, by the way, so Hyman also makes his way down to third. So Flickinger scores, Hyman at third, and now Dickinson in a 2-2 count here with 2 away. That one skips up and hits the net, and it's a 2-0 ball game now as that one gets away. So just like that, you had 2 on with 2 out. Dickinson at the plate, and now Dickinson still at the plate, and it's a 2-0 ball game with nobody on. All still with 2 outs. The payoff pitch here. Down the right field line and gets out of play.
Doing a great job fighting. Timing is all right there. Seeing these pitches, making contact, and worked a long at bat here, but also again a full count here, trying to maybe spark up another little rally here for Roochville.
Xander Eads awaiting on deck. On the ground, McGuire will flip it to first for the final out, but the damage done as Roochville sends 2 across the board. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn
while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland. Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. First pitch in for a strike on Jace Jennings. First plate appearance for him. That one missing outside, so 1-1 strike here as we are in the bottom of the third inning in this Ohio Valley Regional Championship game. Again, winner will move on to the 12U World Series in Missouri. I don't have the exact dates of that one, but if it's anything like the 10U, it'll be sometime in early August.
Mm-hmm. Full week thing, really, from, what was it, Saturday to Saturday?
Pretty much. Saturday, Friday, like a Friday to Friday to Sunday.
Opening ceremony.
Whole week.
Week and some change.
Yep. Fun events. That one missing outside, so Sullivan with the leadoff walk to Jennings.
Back to the top of the South.
Done that twice now. Did it in the first. Didn't come back to bite him. But now South Lexington trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning, with their chance to go here in the third as we go back to the top of the lineup. Clayton Johnson now. First pitch upstairs, throw down to first, not going to be in time. Flickinger clearly has some confidence throwing down to those bases with his first and third baseman and has a good arm. This one lined into left center, and this will touch down for a hit and it'll roll all the way to the wall. It'll be a double for Clayton Johnson to get something going here for South Lexington in the third. They're on second and third, nobody out in the bottom of the third.
Now batting number 8, Miles.
Something tells me, as great as the pitching has been kind of on both sides, 2 runs for Roochville just may not be enough. We've seen some high-scoring games. And why not one more to end out this bracket play in this championship game?
So Miles Tunstall now with a chance to bring some runners in. South Lexington 0 for 2 on the day with runners in scoring position, trying to change that. The 1-0 pitch missing outside. So 2-0.
Sullivan, you'll see some emotion from him on the mound, but again, he does have that confidence, and yeah, he's down 2-0 in the count, but
breaking ball missing just upstairs.
Do have a base open. So, you know, I wouldn't try to give him anything to hit here quite yet.
Outfielders deep in their positions, trying to limit the extra base hit as much as possible, as that's going to be a strike on the 3-0. Now 3-1.
Auto take there. 3-1. I imagine the green light's still on.
This one lifted in the air to center, going back to the wall and looking up, and this one is gone.
Big fly for Tunstall.
And the 3-run homer for Miles Tunstall puts South Lexington up 3-2, just like that.
I suppose I said something about the green light there, Michael. How about that? Again, this is 2:15 out there. It's a long ways away. And again, seeing that power at this young age, and obviously a big swing of the bat there. Clearing the bases on the 3-1 count. Got something he liked.
Well, I
again,
mentioned
who doesn't like the long ball there, Michael? Come on
it's
now.
the best. That was just over the mayor's sign over there. Mayor Pete Land was over his sign.
Good thing I parked in right, so.
I thought about parking in center, and then
I know, we've seen two so far, both from South Lexington when we were here for the game before. And they hit one against Crown Point as well, kind of in that same spot. But our cars are safe, but this game has quickly turned on its head now in favor of the kids from Kentucky.
Malachi McKinney, the 1-0, right back up the middle. It bounces off of Sullivan, who tries to retreat, throws to first, and it gets into right field. It will not cost anything. We'll call that an infield hit, but that definitely hit Sullivan in the shin. So we'll take a second and let him heal on that one, because he definitely took that one right off the leg, and that had some pop to it for sure. And obviously there is no padding at the front of your legs in that shin area, one of the worst spots. And he says, no, I'm good. Let's just get back on the mound and get to this thing. Let's go.
Love it. Trooper. Because that had some steam off the bat there. And
now I'm going to rule that a single, because I think he still was going to beat that no matter what. So they're going to check on Sullivan, just make sure that he can go.
And for Sullivan here, you're going to try and keep your emotions in check. I mean, that's obviously the way this inning has gone. It's less than ideal for any pitcher on the bump, but also mix that in with a hot liner to your ankle. You want to try and kind of keep that composure and that mentality that we might have saw in the first two innings.
Tell you what, he's being very blue-collar-esque right here.
That's for sure.
So here comes McGuire now. First pitch to him with the runner on the move. The skip in off the turf, handled by Flickinger. So we'll go down as a stolen base for McKinney. So McGuire, the pitcher, now has the run support to help him out. He's in line for the win as he moves out of the way of that one. 2-0 from Sullivan.
Pitch count now up to 46 for the Roochville pitcher.
He's looking in his dugout to get what kind of sign he needs for the pitch, and 3-0 the count here now.
Again, South Lexington, they'll try and make you pay if they get a hitter's count like this. We just saw it.
That one comes inside, and it'll be ball 4. So again, 2 on. Nobody out here in the third. That's the big number right there, is a 0 in the out column right here in the third. 3 runs are in, and we'll see if we have a pitching change. We saw some movement coming out there. Is Sullivan coming out? So we'll see where he maybe comes to, as it looks like Maddox Evans. Is that number 1? We're going to check and see here.
I believe so.
So Evans, who... No, I'm sorry, that's Dickinson. Excuse me, I was looking at South Lexington lineup. So that's Dickinson is now in at pitcher.
New home improvement hurler here now for Roochville, trying to limit the damage here for the Hoosier team. But now what, runners on first and second, right? Still no outs, like you said, Michael. This game has kind of flipped on his head.
Number 31.
Very, very quickly.
So it looks like Sullivan may take over first base. I think he's going to switch is going to be the question. Tell you what, I know I gave up the 3-run homer, but I was really impressed with the efforts of Sullivan on the mound. Again, you talk about, you can see there's clearly frustration. You want to keep doing the work up there on the bump, but
sure.
I was really impressed. I'm not going to lie. Kept his composure in a lot of cases where easily a lot of kids could fold and panic and just start airmailing it and cause more problems for their scorecard. But no, I thought he did a great job of keeping things in check. I mean, it's easy to forget as we're watching sports. We watch so much professional sports. You forget sometimes as you're watching certain things, like these are kids.
Yeah.
We cover high school sports at a regular level, and when we have to be critical, we are.
Sure.
But man, oh man, it's easy to forget sometimes that you're talking about, kids in these situations. In this case, it's 12U. So
Sure.
We're gonna give our compliments where compliments are due.
Definitely, and for Sullivan's case, if he feels like, hey, maybe that was not the outing I liked, the good thing about baseball is there's still a few innings to play. You could still maybe turn that frown upside down, and maybe for your own sake, and you want to feel a little bit better about how you did. We still got plenty of chances out here. That's the beauty of it. This game is, with how the scores looking, there's still plenty of ball game to be played. But we're always it's again, we keep harping on it. We sound like a broken record, but it's truly impressive what every single individual in the dugout and on the diamond do in these games.
Here's the 0-1 to Lubeck that gets away from Flickinger. So runners will move up on the wild pitch. Again, we did have that pitching change. We'll bring you that read here in just a moment as Dickinson is on now. That one coming in. Side, we had that pitching change brought to you by Enigenberg Exteriors, a premier provider of roofing and siding services with over 40 years of experience. Check them out on the web at ebergexteriors.com. That's Berg with a U. 2-1. This one lined left center, giving chase and making the catch out in center field. Runner will come in and tag, and it is a 4-2 ball game. Ball gets airmailed just a little bit out there in center field. Adler Stout making the play on the run. Really nice play out there in center for out number one, a very important out at that.
But you do a job offensively. Yes, you might want to hit there, but that is a productive out. And you still got a runner in scoring position here. Great job here on both sides.
So Lubeck gets the RBI and the sacrifice. McGuire stays at second base. And I believe we have a balk called here against Dickinson. So now McGuire moves up to third base on the balk call. I didn't see exactly what he did. Just writing things down on my scorecard.
I think they tried the pick off there, but
breaking ball in there for a called strike.
Umpire's got the best view in the house. We got umpire at every base. Obviously championship game, so we need plenty of eyeballs here on any close plays.
0-1, tapped right in front, and this will land foul. That was right in front of the plate, but just went into foul territory. Great work by Flickinger to pick that one up.
Yeah, those are kind of fight or flight plays because with how quickly some of those plays at first could be. You almost want, as a catcher, you might want that ball to go foul, or if you pick it up quickly in fair territory, you could try to
make the play,
steal an out, right? It's a tough throw regardless, though, throwing down the first base with a...
Here's the 0-2. This one on the ground, third base side. The turnover to first is in time. What a play over at third base for Xander Eads. He was trying to keep that runner at third, thought maybe McGuire might stay off the bag a little too long, so he made a little 360 move and threw over to first. That's a heck of a play.
I'll tell you what, that's a great body control, obviously, to do a full little spin there and keep your head on straight. But, yeah, tried the fake throw, tried to bring him off the bag. And
I call that the little spinneroonie or something.
I like it. You said it. Oh,
breaking ball just over the head, a throw down to third. Oh, man. Roochville not afraid to throw things around a little bit, and they've been pretty crisp with everything defensively. Maddox Evans here now. This one lifted in the air to left center, giving chase to this one, and watching this one fly out of here. A 2-run home run.
Fly for number one.
That's Maddox Evans. 2 home runs in the inning. 5 are in for South Lexington. What a shot, and they are just going into deep left center here this inning.
Bunch of souvenirs out here so far from this team from Kentucky. I'll tell you what, and especially now a 6th spot here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This game is completely flipped in favor of the team from Kentucky, South Lexington Red. And what's that, the 2nd homer of this inning, Michael? That's a 2-run shot. We had a 3-run shot earlier, correct? It's
Sorry, I said 5. It is 6 runs. You're correct, Mike. My apologies. This one to Dalton Gillespie. Misses outside for ball 1. The pitch misses inside, so 2-0 quickly. Now, there is something to be said. You know, as you mentioned earlier, Roochville got a chance to play earlier in the afternoon, got to have a little bit of a rest, played 9 innings, and had a little bit of time off, whereas South Lexington, they just, talk about before the first pitch of this one, had just finished their game against Crown Point, maybe about 40 minutes or so before that, so really was not a long time in between games, but when you play in this kind of travel ball types of league, especially on a Sunday, when you're trying to get to championship territory, there's a lot of that just you keep playing. Sometimes, we saw teams that were playing 3 games in a row back to back. That happens.
There's pros and cons to both. Like you said, you have that rest time, which is always great in sports, but in the sport like baseball where, you're seeing pitches and you're kind of in that zone where, hey, get me back in the batter's box. I want to keep swinging a hot bat and let's keep playing ball. And so far,
3-2 is in there for called strike 3.
That's benefiting South Lexington.
And that will retire the side here in the third. But 6 come across the board for South Lexington. We go to the 4th. You're watching Game 9 of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Welcome back to Game 9 here on the Region Sports Network. We go to the top of the 4th inning here at Jerry Ross Park in Crown Point. I believe we might have a new second baseman in. We might have some changes all around, not 100% sure. Second base for sure. 17, Andrew Waltz in now at second base.
McGuire, the South Lexington pitcher, hoping to kind of rebound after that 2-run top 3rd inning. Again, all that damage done from Roochville was with 2 outs. It was a single, a walk, a double steal with the ball got away. And but obviously now got a little bit of run support in your back pocket.
This one in the air to the new second baseman, Andrew Waltz. Yeah, tell you what, you get into the game, the ball finds you right away.
How about that, huh? Get ready quick. Yeah, as I was saying, McGuire trying to kind of rebound here, and what better than 1 pitch and 1 out? And warming up your new second baseman, too. That's nice.
So that was Xander Eads leading things off, and now this will bring up Crew Klein. Takes the first pitch for a strike as McGuire still on the bump for South Lexington. Man, 6 runs in that 3rd inning. That is some damage. Showing bunt, pulling back. Ball is high, so ball and a strike. And for this Ohio Valley Regional, 6 innings being played. Not 7, not 9, 6 of regulation, we'll call it. That one coming inside, so 2-1. Roochville scored 2 in that 3rd inning. Trying to get a little bit more. Foul tip for the strike, 2-2. And we do have awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. Comes a 2-2. Fouled right back to the screen. We'll do it again with 1 away. Top of this 4th inning. Moving right along here at Jerry Ross Park. Zach Miller working the production today. Michael Brenner here with you, along with Mr. Crispy, Mike DeWan. 2-2.
Good one.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
That was a crispy strikeout, to say the least, there against Sullivan. So far, 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 4th inning. And again, it's all about kind of how you rebound here, and especially, as a pitcher, when you have some run support in your back pocket, you kind of let things go a little bit, and confidence goes up.
First pitch into Adler. Stout is in for a strike. 3 retired in a row for McGuire, trying to get to 4 and get out of this 4th inning and put more damage on the board. 0-1, chopped on the ground. McGuire will pick this one up again and flip it over. I think that's like the 4th play he's had to make today. Yep, that is. 4th 1-3 put out in the scorebook. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Ennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Ennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit ennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, as Case Rogers will lead things off. Almost batting around for South Lexington in that 3rd inning, but they had a couple of spots left before you get to that. First pitch into Rogers. He's in there in the neighborhood for a strike. Here's an 0-1. Just outside there. I'm going to go with Mike Dewan was too young for that Mr. Rogers reference right there.
Yeah, no, you're right. You got me there. I know of him. All right, that just wasn't a Mr. Rogers neighborhood type guy.
All of our viewers are going, oh, no.
Yep, I know.
1-1, line to center and down for a hit. And the fist bump in the air saying thank you.
Now batting number 17, Andrew.
I don't have the numbers for the entire tournament, but I'm guessing there's probably a little bit of relief on that one, thinking to himself like, oh, man, finally got the knock I've been looking for.
Better late than never, especially in this stage of the tournament. Yeah, now it's we're kind of almost scoreboard watching here.
Runner goes, pitches up and inside. Throw down to second, not in time, and it's a stolen base for Rogers. Broadcasting from the doghouse here at Jerry Ross Park. And this is kind of the hub for a lot of the participants and directors and all the people involved in the tournament. This one skips off the glove at first base, and a run will come around and score. That kicked off the arm from second base there from Klein's glove, so couldn't get that one in time. So I'm going to rule that one. Well, let's see what they ruled it on.
There you go.
Game changer. Let's leave it up to them.
Good call.
Don't make me be the official scorekeeper.
Amen.
We'll see what they rule to Jace Jennings as they're going to rule it a single. All right, fair enough. This one fouled away at the plate for Johnson, who got that double in the 3rd.
Yeah, this lineup, ever really since that, they've kind of squandered, when it was 2-0, now bottom of the 3rd. It's been just constant, relentless at-bats, getting good contact on a lot of these pitches, and looking at ones like that they're not chasing. They are patient. They're picking their pitch, and they're making Roochville pay.
Dickinson delivers the 1-1. It gets away. Runner down to second. I'm going to call it a stolen base. He was on the run before the wild pitch. That one I have no problem making. I'm going to make sure that
It is your call.
Stolen base. Not that my numbers mean anything.
Sure. Join the club.
Comes at 2-1. Misses upstairs, so 3-1 now.
Seems like we haven't seen a lot of swung on and missed pitches from South Lexington. It's all been foul offs. The timing is there, and again, we're seeing it right now in kind of the second half of the game.
3-1 pitch. Misses outside, so that'll be ball 4. So still nobody out. Runners on first and second. As Tunstall comes up, he hit that big 3-run homer last inning. And he's got a chance for another one with 2 runners on again. This is not the guy you want to have up with runners on, apparently. Already scored 1 here in the inning. This one comes behind him. Did it hit him is the question. And he's saying, no, it didn't hit me, because he wants to bat.
Exactly. Now we got a runner on third and second. Let's go.
Of course that didn't hit me.
What's better than 1 3-run homer? 2?
Yeah, why
2,
not?
Right, yeah.
Wouldn't know, I've never hit him.
Yeah.
This one fell to the screen.
That's the T-ball dropout you're calling a game with, so barely got one out of the infield.
There's a reason you and I are up here and not playing anywhere else.
Bullseye.
Comes at 1-1. This one in the air, and a convergence of players, and it's caught by the third baseman, Eads.
Nice play.
It all's well that ends well, but man, that could have been nasty.
Yeah,
that collision of individuals, but no harm, no foul.
They'll take the out there, a big out, matter of fact, to finally get that first one on the scoreboard here in this bottom half of the 4th.
Yeah, it is a big out. This one on the ground left side, picked up at short. The throw over to first is in time, but a run does come around to score. So RBI 6-3 ground out for McKinney does his job. He'll take it. It's obviously not, you want the knock, but the RBI means just as much.
Sure, it was a pitch that was kind of almost an uncharacteristic swing we've seen so far from South Lexington. It was a pitch that was well outside the zone, but if you got a runner at third, you put the ball on the ground with some pace, and, that's doing the job. They'll take it.
First pitch to McGuire misses outside, 1-0.
Quickly, 8-2.
Now, here's the funny thing. So you get the ground out, right? And the run does come across, but technically that doesn't count towards your runners in scoring position. So they're 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Yet lead 8-2.
Interesting. Well, yeah, that 3-run shot, that'll help, right? That was that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, then the other home run.
Interesting.
There may have been a runner in scoring position. These numbers are not specific. I may have missed somewhere. Who knows?
I believe you.
There was someone on base.
A 2-runner, yeah. There had to be. 2-run shot.
It's by McGuire on first. This one lined into right, giving chase, and it's over his head. Another run is in, an RBI single for McGuire as he makes that turnaround first, and he'll scoot back towards that first base cushion with an RBI knock to make it 9-2.
Pitcher helping out his cause. What better than that? Nice rope out there to right field, just over the right fielder's head, and more damage done from South Lex.
Now, I unofficially have it 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position.
Alrighty. Sold.
So Lubeck here had that sacrifice line out. Out to left center last time. Great play made out there by Adler Stout. Dickinson's 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. Again, the big number here for Roochville is that there are 2 outs in this inning. 3 have come in. There's 1 on first base. 2-1. Popped up in the air. This will get out of play.
And both these teams are from, we could call it Pool 3. Again, South Lexington won that pool with its 3-0 record. Again, Roochville, these 2 teams did meet before in that pool play, but South Lexington so far in that pool play, they ran through it, Mike. It's
Yeah, there were what, 20? There were what, 4 pools? Is that correct, or 3
I got
pools?
3 pools here.
3
3 pools of 4 teams.
And the top person from each pool was 3-0. Well, foul ball, so runner goes back to first. Is that correct? All 3
Yep,
were?
and then I believe the 4th team, which would advance to today, I think was off a run differential, and that 4th team was Roochville. So it's, being the 4th seed as well, kind of in that bracket.
Yeah, so Roochville did have to advance into just play Vincennes in that semifinal earlier this afternoon. 3-2 pitch, just missing inside. Really nice pitch from Dickinson. And now 2 on, 2 outs.
Next up, number 27, Ethan Schmidt.
South Lexington, they've been on a little bit of a tear so far from pool play on, and we're kind of seeing that here tonight.
This one on the ground to third base, who will step on the cushion. We talk about the smarts, realizing you don't have to throw all the way over to third base. Just go step on the cushion. For the Force, we go to the 5th inning. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Hi, I'm Krell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Krell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Krell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. McGuire still on the bump for South Lexington as they lead it 9-2. And I believe we had a change. I missed what the numbers were. I don't know if you were paying attention to that. No, you were doing the camera work over there.
Sure. Yep. Most definitely. We'll get that for them.
Yeah, we'll get that lineup change.
The doghouse is bumping, though, we could say the least, right? So we'll get a few changes here, but yes, 9-2 reads the score now. Top of the 5th inning. Again, we only play 6. So if the score holds these next 2 innings, South Lexington punches its ticket to Missouri for the World Series. Again, that'll be mid-August. We'll get dates on that, Michael, but 6 outs away for South Lexington. And thank you all for joining us. Mike Dewan here. Michael Bradner alongside Zach Miller as well. Doing a great job. All-star cast here tonight.
Just following the All-Star game, right?
Yeah. If you build it, they will come, they say, right?
Lincoln Amos in now for Roochville, trying to get something going here. This one popped up. This will get out behind us and out of play. Chop down the ground, so still 0-2. Just trying to get all those changes for you, which are not in game changers, so we're going to go.
I'm tired of hearing PTO come out of your mouth.
That pitch gets away there. That is pitch number 60 now for South Lexington's McGuire. Pats his chest as well, says, my bad, pitch got away from me. Tries to get better grip on the ball with the rosin behind him. Here's the 1-2. Amos doing a great job now fighting through pitches. Again, in this case, where you're down, again, you're kind of almost scoreboard watching here. The outs are trickling away. Good at-bats are a necessity, especially when you're seeing this pitcher multiple times so far.
So one of those changes was 41 for 7, so that is Foster Woodall for Rogers. Give you that second one here in just a moment. Here's a 2-2 on the ground right side. Picked up at second for the first out.
Next up, number 10, Carter Septon.
That was Andrew Waltz over at second base. Again, we had that changed a little bit earlier. This one popped up and out of play for Sefton. I believe Miles is now in right. Oh, that was already a Miles to begin with. On the ground to short. Clayton Johnson over there at short making the play.
Now batting number 14, Max Sullivan.
Back to the top of the lineup for Roochville, Max Sullivan, Carter Sefton, and Amos, both out here in the 5th. Sullivan takes that one back to the screen. I'll tell you what, trying to score travel baseball games, not fun. Trying to keep things in check here.
You're doing a great job.
You know.
But it's tough, yeah. It's tough.
Especially when you do the way I do it.
Sure. Got the color-coded pen and everything.
0-2 coming here. Sullivan fouls that one at the dish, so just gets a piece of that one to stay alive here. Be sure to stay connected with all things Region Sports by supporting and following us on social media. We're always active on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and online at regionsports.com. Celebrating over 25 years, we're proud to still be the only game in town.
Feel free to give us a like, comment, something. Maybe this, this could be one of the last RSN broadcasts you might be tuning into. So
no, they're going to keep tuning in.
I hope so, but at the very least, give us a thumbs up.
Breaking ball in for the strikeout, and that will retire the side. McGuire didn't even realize that was number 3. He was like, "Oh, I gotta go." Okay, here we go. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 9-2 South Lexington. You are watching Game Time on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and that means temperatures will soon begin to drop. And a region winter is not the time to be left out in the cold. The professionals at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling can tune up that old furnace or install a new unit that can last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable this winter, and with 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, 219-923-4441. Or for more info, the website is forajobdoneright.com.
Back here on the Region Sports Network, Mike DeWan alongside Michael Bradner here at Jerry Ross Park. 9-2 reads your score in favor of South Lexington. Bottom 5, we are counting down outs for the boys coming from Kentucky. 3 outs away. They still have to bat, trying to add to their 9-2 lead. But a ticket to the World Series is definitely in their sight. We're all good, Michael? We got a few changes.
Yeah, we'll give you those names in just a moment.
New home improvement hurler for Roochville.
Leading things off for South Lexington, Maddox Evans, who already took one deep in this game earlier.
I believe that is Hyman, Jack Hyman on
the
mound.
mound. Yep.
New home improvement hurler presented by Hennigenberg Exteriors.
That one in there for a strike, so 0-2. We got Dickinson back at first base. This one popped up and gets out of play. Comes an 0-2. One misses outside. So 1-2.
Oh, sorry.
This one comes inside, 2-2.
Just got out of the way of that one.
That's, I mean, you always hear the adage of, we got ice and get on base any way you can. In a 9-2 game, you want to hit.
Sure.
Especially if you already hit a 2-run homer. Popped up, gets behind the doghouse here.
The doghouse will be the home to a couple more Cal Ripken World Series.
Yeah, in the future. Not this year.
Next year and the year after. Forgot what the age groups were, but again, they've done it before, and it's from our sake, a fantastic place to have something like that. A great city, plenty to do. Facilities alone are
on the ground, left side. Picked up at short. Very nice play to get the out. Sullivan over there at short now after moving around a little bit.
Dalton Gillespie.
First pitch into Gillespie, misses for ball one. Comes the 1-0, misses for ball two. Now the reason I haven't given you all those updates yet is just because, one, I can read a lot of penmanship, but not everyone's is the most legible, and that happens.
Sure.
You're frantically trying to write out a lineup in a certain amount of time. I believe that says Elijah Hunt. Is that what you got?
That's what I got.
Now, on the game changer, it says Moose, so
I think we'll go with Moose.
Yeah.
Could be a...
Apologies. We're trying to piece everything together. Make sure everybody gets the recognition as Gillespie takes the base on balls.
Now batting number 41, Foster Woodall.
Bring the other one here in just a moment. Got a little bit of time. Check over at first base.
Pitch counts don't matter anymore. Just throw it anywhere.
This one rocketed into right center for a hit. Throw cut off, heading to third base. Great play out there in center.
The nuke by Woodall brings up number 17.
Foster Woodall gets the single.
Waltz.
Just what seems like just another hard-hit baseball for the South Lexington squad. A lot of loud contact, whether it's over the fence or staying in the yard. It's been consistent all game long.
It has been a relentless lineup. There's no question. One away here in the bottom of the fifth, though. This pitch missing outside of Waltz. Checked in at second base a couple innings ago. And an RBI single. It's first time up. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And Waltz a little off balance there.
Those are the best when those breaking balls, they look like they're coming at you. And
like, oh, man.
Find their way right back, heart of the plate.
1-1, breaking ball in there for called. Strike three. Really nice pitching performance there by
Oh,
Hyman, that's only strike 2. I thought that was strike 3. I apologize.
That made 2 of us.
Either way, those 2 pitches were really nice. Let's see
Sure.
what he gets here. This one on the ground, though. Waltz was ready for it. He saw a couple of breaking balls, ready to time that one up. Now, I haven't looked behind me. I can just tell that somebody has brought in pizza into the doghouse. 1-2. Getting that breaking ball. Looks like that breaking ball coming back in again, just getting a piece of it.
Again, just some more prolonged at-bats. They are not going away easy. They foul off 1 or 2 pitches before their outcome of their at-bat is decided. And it's just consistent, Michael.
1-2. On the ground, left side. Sullivan over to first for the out. Good job by Dickinson to bring that one back into the pitcher. Keep everybody at bay. Nobody napping. Everybody watching where everybody goes.
Good play by who was Roochville's starting pitcher of the game. Sullivan, like you said, now moved over to shortstop.
So like you said, does his job. Everybody moves up a bag. 2 outs, though, in the inning. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Johnson. He is 1 for 1 today. 3 plate appearances, though. 2 walks. Had a big double. He scored 2 runs. The 1-0. Breaking ball missing upstairs. Hyman doing a really good job on the mound here this inning so far. You're talking about guys keeping composure, taking that breath there, checking on that runner at second. Now fires the 2-0. Just missing downstairs, 3-0. Here we got those award winners we'll have for you. The Crowd Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. The Boilermakers Local 375 Player of the Game. The Blue Collar Player of the Game, as that's ball 4. Then the Iron Workers 395 Play of the Game.
For the day, he must be removed from the game.
So Hyman has reached the pitch limit, so he has to be removed from the game.
He probably had some action earlier in the day, obviously. Yeah. So, again, on a day like this where multiple games are played, high-stakes games, you're going to be called upon to wear a Superman cape here and there. And right now we'll have another guy who we saw already going to put back that cape on. That's Sullivan, who started this game.
And that's the other thing about travel baseball. Just insert whoever you want.
Sure.
You know.
Throw a little bit more.
Sullivan, I tell you what, we talk about those blue-collar-esque type of guys. He's definitely a front runner in my book for that.
Definitely enters kind of a blue-collar-esque position here with some dogs on the grill, as you say. Now bases loaded,
I love
2
that.
outs. Yep. Picked it up from you, and now has a chance to get out of this inning and get the bats back in the hand of Roochville. 9-2 reads your score, bottom of the 5th. Again, we only play 6 innings, so if Roochville gets out of this inning unscathed, they will be down to their final 3 outs, chasing 7 runs.
Chase Louderball was that other change for Roochville. Wanted to make sure I had that right before I said it. Didn't want to butcher a young man's name.
We got a power bat up here for South Lex.
Tunstall.
Yep.
Now strike. Feel like Sullivan probably wants a little bit of redemption. Sullivan fires the 0-2. This one lined and will be just out of the glove. It's foul. It's a foul ball. Just squirts out of the glove. Can't hang on. Really nice dive and attempt, though, over there for Dickinson. He's also had a very blue-collar-esque game. Really good effort over there.
Sure, pitched a few innings. Showed a lot of his efforts in the field as well, as we saw on that play. And impressive work all around. Definitely wanted to come up with that.
On the ground, left side, picked up at third on the hop. The throw to first is away. Another run is going to come in to score. Here comes another one. Here's a throw to the plate, not in time.
That'll do it.
And that will do this for South Lexington as they have hit the 10-run rule here in this 5th inning. So a 12-2 final. South Lexington is moving on to the 12U World Series. Congratulations to South Lexington as they will advance to another World Series. We know a lot of these guys were here in Crown Point a couple of years ago. A lot of success for this team from Kentucky. And you talk about, you play in World Series in the past, and just kind of gives you that poise. Like if you are dealing with some kind of a situation, they went down early 2-0 in that 3rd inning. But they said, okay, we've been in games like this. We've played in tough games. We know we can come back and win this ball game. And sure enough, they come back with an answer and score 6.
It becomes a culture. We see it in all sports. If you know how to win, if you know how to compete in high-stakes games. And again, we mentioned this is a group of guys, a group of boys that have played with each other for quite some time. They understand each other. They, I'm sure they do plenty outside with each other, outside of the baseball diamond. And this is a tight-knit group, as we see in all of travel baseball. And South Lexington has just been on a fantastic run, a couple World Series to their names. And again, a great time to be a South Lexington travel, a 12U fan, whether you're again a player, a parent, a fan, great for the community. And again, just big shout out to both teams, of course, but South Lexington punching their ticket now to yet another World Series.
Yeah, that'll be fun. They will get to go to Branson, Missouri to compete in that World Series. Always a fun time to get down. Always fun time to get down to a World Series and just to travel. I think that's one of the best things about playing travel baseball is when you do get a chance to travel to these areas of the country that maybe you wouldn't get to, that you normally wouldn't get to go to. Obviously, Branson, Missouri, a very well-known town in the state of Missouri,
sure.
But not often people get to come to Crown Point, Indiana. I wouldn't say we're on the map for a lot of people in terms of well-known cities in the country. So you get to come to a nice hub city like Crown Point here in Northwest Indiana if we're an Ohio Valley Regional. His parents will start making their way out onto the field for pictures as they will start giving trophies for both teams.
Number 1, Lucian Dickinson.
And again, this is this type of game is a culmination of so many things. You talk about the practices the parents have to get kids to, and all the hard work. The season starts, in March and April, and really, you probably do other things in the winter as well, and random warehouses or whatever, just hitting batting cages and pitching and stuff, and it's a year-round thing for a lot of kids. And
Number 30.
And even this tournament for Roochville, again, a team that did not win their group. Mm-hmm. Their group was decided by South Lexington, and so had to kind of play their way in as kind of one of those at-large teams. And obviously they played a few more. Played, I think, an extra game than South Lexington, and played their way all the way to the championship round. And yeah, they might be at the expense of some energy and some arms, but to get here, it was something that may have been a kind of a pipe dream for Roochville kind of earlier in this tournament, and to make their way to the championship. Yes, you fall up short, but again, more memories, and maybe something for these kids if they stick together going forward. It's going to be some fire and some drive that starts in this program. And hey, I don't want to feel this feeling again. Let's kind of avenge this next year, and rooting for our team from the Hoosier State.
Use as motivation for sure. Not a bad way to go about it, but yeah, Roochville having a really great tournament here, getting to this championship game. And yeah, I mean, obviously we don't know these teams like we do some of the area teams that we cover on a regular basis, so could be a pipe dream. Maybe they did have expectations of getting all the way here and winning the whole thing. You never know. And I love what these guys are doing, going over to the opposing team and kind of just knocking the fists and giving some knucks and saying good job and hard fought battle. And the score, to me, to be honest with you, the score is really not indicative of kind of how this game was played. I thought Roochville put up a really tough game. A couple of home runs for this South Lexington team. Kind of put it out of reach a little bit, but really fun matchup between these two teams. All right, are you ready for award winners, or do you want to take a break?
Oh, hit me. Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Let's go with our skipping around here. Let's go with our Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. They have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays till 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. Let's see here. Any ideas from you?
We had a couple great plays. I mean,
I'm thinking Miles Tunstill for our Crowd Company's Lantern Man player of the game. He had that big 3-run home run that put South Lexington back on top on a 3-run home run. He reached base 3 of 4 times today. So he had a really good game, and I thought did a pretty good job out in right field as well. So we'll go with Miles Tunstill as our Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game for South Lexington. And then Boilermakers Local 374 blue collar player of the game. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. I'm going to go with, I think you're going to be in agreement with this, Max Sullivan from Roochville.
Yeah, I agree. Again, he was a starting pitcher here for Roochville. Also kind of closed out the game as well, came back in relief, and he started the game off pretty well. Again, those first 2 scoreless innings, yes, things maybe got away from him in the 3rd inning, but blue collar award, it's the guy that does the kind of the unsung things, and they gave him the ball in this game. A lot of trust in Sullivan, and he had a lot of great work in his other defensive positions as well as pitcher, and kind of one of those blue collar-esque things is toughness, those traits. And one of it, I think his last out, at least his first stint pitching, wore a hot line shot off of his ankle. Wanted to pitch some more, kind of got up, shook it off, limped a little bit, but walked it off. Wanted to pitch a little bit more, but it's, that's blue collar as it gets. And again, to get the ball in a game like this, it's never easy. And again, like I kind of said for Roochville, this is going to be something that Sullivan especially kind of takes in as motivation. And, with those traits that we kind of just mentioned, the future's bright.
Yeah, you talk about a guy who started pitcher, went to first, went to short, came back pitching. That's not easy to do, and played all those positions very well defensively as well. So we'll go with Max Sullivan as our Boilermakers 374 blue-collar player of the game. And now so many good highlights here from this one, the proud Union Home play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network. To find out how you can become a Union Ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. Where do you want to go with this one?
Well, Michael, we talked about it. Everybody likes the long ball. Everybody likes a good big fly. And we talked about our superhero of the game, Miles Tunstill. We saw a lot of home run power from the South Lexington squad, and we saw it again today. Tunstill in that 3rd inning got the scoring going early in what was a 6-run inning for South Lexington. Hit a deep shot out to center field. Thank goodness you and I and Zach Miller did not park beyond that fence, because that was a moonshot out there. Got things going early, and before you know it, South Lexington ended up cruising to this 12-2. But a big day from Tunstill, a big day from this whole South Lexington squad. And again, who doesn't love a good home run, Michael?
Yeah, there's so many guys that we could have talked about with either team, but those are the awards we're going to go with. But congratulations to both sides. Congratulations to South Lexington. They are your Ohio Valley Regional champions yet again, and go on to the World Series in Branson, Missouri, coming up in just a few weeks. And that's not an easy thing to do. That cost a lot of money to get all the way to Branson. So I know there's going to be, I'm sure, some fundraising efforts for them. So make sure if you are from that Lexington area, you check all that out, because help these guys get to a World Series. It's a great opportunity. But our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our operations manager is Rich Castillo. Your coordinating producer and your on-site producer today is Zach Miller. Your sports director, cameraman, and color analyst today is the guy Mike Dewan, doing a great job. I'm just doing the one job today. Mike Brandner, thanks for tuning in with us. A huge thanks to everyone here at Crown Point at Jerry Ross Park. A lot of them are already getting in some celebratory pizza in behind us.
Rightfully so.
Yeah, and as they should. It takes a whole village to do this, and it starts with Adam Whitehouse, who is just behind us. Great job. Thank you very much. And talk about the years that we've done this World Series. He has done a phenomenal job, as fireworks are now being displayed out beyond Bulldog Park over there. At least there was one. There's one to celebrate.
Sure.
But yeah, Adam Whitehouse, just a phenomenal director of this entire tournament the last number of years. We couldn't have done this without him, so big thanks to him and all the volunteer workers. I mean, like I said, it takes a village. You have people that are doing the pitch counts, the scoreboards, the music, the PA announcing that's at multiple locations in this facility, and just a great job by everybody here. The Cal Ripken, the Crown Point Cal Ripken board, the umpires, the coaches, everybody has been so gracious in helping us get everything we needed for this broadcast today. And of course, you the viewers on Facebook, YouTube, regionsports.com. If you are new to the Region Sports Network, please continue to check things out and see how things are going here in Northwest Indiana. You never know. Maybe you're going to be tuning back here, just like from South Lexington. Maybe they didn't think they'd ever hear from us again, but surprise, surprise.
Hello.
Yeah, we're back. So you never know. So check things out. We appreciate all the support. It means a lot to us. Follow us, like us, whatever, on all of our social medias. But that will do things here from the Region Sports Network. Before you know it, Mike, football season, so we'll have that coming around the corner here in just a little bit. But congratulations again to South Lexington, your Ohio Valley Regional Champions 2025. They will head to Branson, Missouri for the Cal Ripken World Series in 12U. This has been the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.